Okay, I think we are back. So it seems like it was just an issue with the Berlin servers apparently, because my connection was just fine. I could still read Twitch chat. And once I chose another server in Düsseldorf, Germany, I could reconnect apparently. That being said, if I actually reload my streaming page on Twitch on the site, it also doesn't load anything. So I think there's like some actual issues in kind of like the Berlin area, I guess, with Twitch. So not sure if the stream will be continuing to work, but I'm gonna take this, I guess, as at least be able to stream again. Kind of annoying that we actually have that happening during the cutscenes. What I did, I just citizens that I just backed out of the game, so you guys missed like a couple seconds of a cutscene, but yeah, we can still watch most of it together still. More like Cleopatra didn't like you speak ill of her and cursed us. Probably, yeah. Hey, the rain to click the stream at the best time. Yeah, sorry about the timing there, but welcome in. Also, hey there, Aura. Citizens. Citizens. Yeah, I hope you guys are doing well today. But yeah, we should be good now. So let's head back into the game, shall we? Also, hey, if you are welcome in. Good morning. But yeah, let's head back into this game and have a look at the lizard death scene. Let's also make sure we have the game running at full screen here again. Okay.
Then buy it. You are a cow!
It is will that drives me, not fear.
Oh, yes? And who passes the whip over your back? Who demands that you stay in your car with my death?
I have my gods. Now face yours. By your death, the curses of Memphis are lifted. I should report to the others.
Oh. That takes care of a lizard. Yeah, Ember, it's actually crazy the amount of historical research we did for this game. And it really comes more into perspective with the Discovery Tour. Can't talk about it there, right, with some chambers being like added as part of a gaming experience, even if you couldn't go there in a real life tour or anything. Time to report back to Pashremta and Cleopatra.
My queen, they acted only to lift the threat on their brother's life.
Curses will trouble you no more.
Hetepi. What could have driven him to such madness?
Memphis is yours again.
Ours.
These dark matters settled, we can finally prepare for the festival of Apis.
May demons feast on Hetepi's car. And may those guilty of Chemo's death soon follow. It is agony to leave you, but I must go on alone.
Aya,
I will stand by my duty.
where will your duty take you?
North, to set the sea aflame.
I walk on your water.
I hope we will hunt together again soon. Until then, let us take this night as ours.
Well, you've never played this, and now after seeing the documentary, you think you may have to? Yeah, dude, Origins is such a great game. I definitely recommend checking that out. If you're interested in this setting, you know, that's already a big plus because it did an outstanding job crafting and building this world. But also, if you like narratively driven games, which I know that you do, then I think you also love the story and the characters. But yeah, you could always, of course, also check out the Discovery Tour and only focus on like the historical parts that make the game. Party time, indeed. Yeah, Cleopatra's definitely enjoying that moment where she finally gets more acceptance from the population again after having dealt with the curse. Even though it was all Bike's doing, not hers. And yeah, I mean, Aya definitely has trusted the wrong goddess, as she says later, I guess. You know, that Cleopatra is kind of like using both her and Bike to further her own gains, you know. But yeah, it's all about that, I guess, also learning moment and like realizing what's been going on, I guess. I'd be careful, it is agony to leave you. Yeah. I can see how sad both of them are. You can't like leave the other behind. She's not a servant in that sense, Mola. Like Aya's actually also a magi, just like Bayek is. And they're both there to defend kind of like the Egyptian people, I guess. Or at least Aya has also been serving as magi to Siwa at least. I'm not sure if she was like ever officially like joining that organization, I guess. But yeah, she's essentially like one of the guys like Bayek, you know, trying to fight for the population. But she decided to go into the service of Cleopatra and to aid her militarily speaking. It's like a, you know, infiltrator, assassin, warrior. And mostly she focused on kind of like doing contracts for her, like delivering goods to win the favor of a Roman, for instance, and to fight sea battles to get there. Yeah, fair enough, Mola. But yeah, it's definitely a big aspect of the game. You know, Rome kind of like taking over Egypt.
Whoa.
Thank you for choosing the Heliopolis Marauder aura. Because covering from the sun doesn't mean you can't also be stylish as well. You would say hold on, but this one covers the face, so the cutscenes may be annoying, so dealer's choice. Fair enough. Yeah, there's gonna be moments where the game like auto-disables the hood if they're like important parts of the story. I think I'd like the hood on for now, but we can always turn it off if there's kind of like major cutscenes or anything. So I would leave it on for now. I quite like this one actually. It is stylish. Exactly, you know, it looks good, and it also is very fitting for kind of like the desert storms and stuff.
He's in range!
Hey the deck, welcome in. And good day to you. Phylake spears his weapon with a leaf bike too vulnerable against agile enemies. That's true, I guess. We're not like the fastest weapon. I do like kind of like range, you know, and how many enemies you can hit at the same time. Those red sleeves are so cool. Yeah, I quite like it too. The outfit has been redeemed by Aura just now. Yeah, some really underrated outfits, you know, that might not look too good on like the selection screen, but once you actually get to see them in game, they're really unique and interesting. Cassandra almost dances with a spear while Bai calls it like he's in a jousting tournament. Yeah, it's quite different, you know, her fighting styles with a spear.
Here's the tomb of Osiris.
That's a lot of treasures.
Motionless like Osiris. Motionless, his limbs like Osiris.
Do I have any of the dress of the outfits? Yeah, I think I have 2 of them actually. You can also see the selection by typing an exclamation mark outfits free for all of the legendary outfits. They would dress of foreign realm and the gasp of the plains. But that's outfits 1, 2 and 3. Yeah, Mola. Psycho Cassandra. She's a classic. She's gonna make a return at some point too. Just not this year. Yeah, some of the animations are ridiculous, Aura, but also quite funny. Yeah, that's true, Mola. She does appear in Valhalla at some point, right, in that crossover DLC. Oh yeah, Razer. Yeah, I think there's quite a big sale going on right now on Ubisoft for PC. So I would imagine you can get this game probably for under $10 or so at this point. But yeah, it looks gorgeous on PC if you have like a PC that can handle it. You feel like you're in Egypt right now. You almost cried when you woke up at 5 AM today and it was 27 degrees Celsius. Damn, Leo. Yeah, that's not good. You know, because I reckon like at lunchtime it was what, like mid-30s or something? At like 5 AM as well, you know, that's like almost nighttime still. Oh yeah, Mola, is it kind of like coming over to Europe? I wouldn't mind a bit of a cooldown over here. For it has already cooled down a little bit today at least. Which is nice. Even if it is kind of like sunny. Yeah, more like it was like supposed to rain, I guess. At least it was like announced, but then we didn't actually get rain after all. Definitely cooled down a little bit, but yeah, I haven't gotten any rain yet. There's like barely rained at all in the past 3 weeks or so. Just like hot weather pretty much.
Ancient writing from the Old Kingdom.
Is that the thing? Yeah, Deck. So personally, I used to play with mouse and keyboard up until Origins released, and then started playing with controller. But up until then, I never really had any major issues with keyboard and mouse, to be honest. Now, that being said, the games have definitely been designed towards controller because there used to be console ports to PC. The control scheme is definitely adjusted to kind of like the console capabilities. But yeah, I do feel like all of the games are perfectly playable with mouse and keyboard if you wish to. Yeah, so there has been like a 60 FPS patch for Assassin's Creed Origins and Odyssey. However, that's only available to the next gen. It's like a next gen only update, so only if you have a PS5 or the Series S and X, then you can actually go ahead and play those games in 60 FPS. Yeah, Aura? How far into the game have you actually gotten in your playthrough?
Hey, what?
Usually I prefer playing on PC too, but with like more modern games I definitely see my gaming rig kind of like getting to its limits. Like even with games like Origins, Odyssey and Valhalla. So I think, should I for example get Mirage, then I might actually get it for the Series X instead of for my PC. Whoa. Because I can make sure it like runs stable and is like perfectly playable. With my gaming rig I think would definitely get to its limits for sure. There's actually Phylake over there. Level 28, we're currently level 27. So we could take that guy on. Okay, I actually want to go ahead and get the poison darts finally. And then we could also double the damage of our overpower abilities. Or the charge heavy tech. Let's go for the charge heavy tech first. Also got a better sicker sword. And yeah, that's it pretty much. Could use like a warrior bow instead of like a hunter bow to fight the lucky there. I gotcha, Aura. So definitely still quite early into it. But yeah, that's fair. I mean, Origins does have lots of forts, you know. So it can get a bit much after a while. In this playthrough, I'm just focusing on all of the missions, but not really doing all of the forts or anything. With zero intentions of getting a PS5 unless a new SOCOM is miraculously announced. So basically, you never get a PS5. Yeah. That's fair too. I don't really have a desire yet to get a PS5 either. Maybe in a few years. And yeah, that's true too, Ember. You know, like the amount of customizations you can do with PC is definitely quite nice, you know, with like mods and color corrections and all the type of stuff if you want to use it. Oh, hell yeah, Aura. That sounds like assassinating people is now a piece of cake pretty much. With 80% good chance.
You will not escape! Must be cont, rogue! Hey! Hey! You should have run, fool! Stop, you shit! Think you're special, do you? Hang on!
Oh yeah. Never Phylake bites the dust. Or you didn't even have to fight the 4 Guardians in Hades, just rush, assassinate, and hero strike. I mean, that's one way to kind of like speedrun the game, I guess. That's definitely crazy how fast it makes like the game progression, really, having a build like that. One time I also did like a New Game Plus run of a story where I had like a 100% crit chance build essentially from the get-go. With Rush, Assassinate and Vanish and stuff, it was just like next level overpowered.
Here! No one keeps it open!
Bless you, down. Fight.
Hier!
Yeah, so that's basically what I did, right? I had like a level 99 character with like 4 crit chance unlocked. And yeah, it was insane. You know, like it was pretty much like playing on easy mode. I gotta say, well, usually I don't prefer to do New Game Plus runs because I feel like part of the fun in these games for me is like the progression system. And if that is kind of like gone when there's like no reason to really do like forts and all that type of stuff, you know? Or to have like any kind of like a form of like, yeah, sense of progression and kind of like any kind of like rewarding feeling ever. At least that's me in these kind of games. But yeah, if you just want to focus on the story and just rush through that, it's perfect for sure. Yeah, exactly, Aura, you know. This is actually the viewpoint that you jump into at the end of the game of AC Origins. You can even hear like Remo saying like jump Papu. Then the game essentially ends.
Get up!
Let's check off this quest. I have a feeling I know which one that one is.
What's the meaning of this?
We're gonna do it once we hear some singing.
Hail to you, Osiris. Your limbs are lasting. You do not know corruption.
Hail to you, Osiris. Your limbs are lasting. You do not know corruption.
There are no worms with you. You are not repugnant.
There are no worms with you. You are not repugnant.
There are no worms with you. You are not repugnant.
Here is the tomb of Osiris. Motionless, motionless like Osiris. Motionless, his limbs like Osiris.
Here's the tomb of Osiris. Motionless, motionless like Osiris. Motionless, his limbs like Osiris.
Here is the tomb of Osiris. Motionless, motionless like Osiris. Motionless, his limbs like Osiris.
Let them not remain motionless. Let them not corrupt.
Let them not remain motionless. Let them not corrupt.
Let them not remain motionless. Let them not corrupt.
They move not, they stir not. Be it done for them as for Osiris. I am Osiris.
They move not, they stir not. Be it done for them as for Osiris. I am Osiris.
They move not, they stir not. Be it done for them as for Osiris. I am Osiris.
Hail to you, Osiris. Your limbs are lasting. You do not know corruption.
Hail to you, Osiris. Your limbs are lasting. You do not know corruption.
Hail to you, Osiris. Your limbs are lasting. You do not know corruption.
There are no worms with you. You are not repugnant.
This song.
There are no worms.
But yeah, there you go. That's the origin of the Motionless Like Osiris sound bit.
There are no worms with
The most amazing song ever.
you are not repugnant.
Here is the tomb of Osiris.
It was so funny too, Aura, you know, when there's kind of like dialogue saying that you like had a massive fight and it's like, no I didn't.
Osiris.
Here's the tomb of Osiris. Motionless, motionless like
Oh, I did, Aura.
Osiris.
I guess I have to add
Limbs like
another one now too.
Here is the tomb of Osiris, motionless.
Yeah, no kidding. If that's kind of like the compliment they're giving you, then
Motionless, his limbs like Osiris.
that's all really one to give.
Let them not remain motionless. Let them not corrupt.
Hail, pure one.
May your heart be joyful, Magi.
Joy is scarce while Memphis chokes on the scent of the grave. I am here to discuss Pasharemta's complaint on the informant table.
Indeed, we seek a capable person to investigate this tomb. Most are too fearful of the demons within to enter.
But demons would fear a priest. Why not investigate yourself?
I am a vessel of the gods. I contribute through prayer.
Then I will face the demons. Pray that your faith shields me.
Ta grant you safety.
Hail to you, Osiris. Your limbs are lasting. You do not know corruption.
Hail to you, Osiris. Your limbs are lasting. You do not know corruption.
There are no worms with you. You are not repugnant.
Okay, there's definitely some guys underground here, aren't they? Yeah, they're also like moving really weirdly, so they're kind of like waiting for somebody to come, it seems.
Find anything? Nothing!
See if I can't kill them maybe with... Never mind, I don't have a predator bow. Or arrows left, I guess. Getting Vano worms with you, you are not repugnant on a t-shirt. I'm gonna make some merch. Where I sell that t-shirt with that on.
Not a thing.
Report.
And hey Varot, welcome in. Thank you for the raid, dude. I really do appreciate it. Welcome in, raiders. Hey the Brutus, hey the Lucinda. And yeah, how was your stream today? I hope you had a good time. How's everyone doing? We just discovered the origin of Motionless Like Osiris. And it was beautiful.
Any trace? Not a thing.
Lover bikes have coincided with Bully McGuire. Yeah. He really doesn't like it down here, apparently. Rod, you love that song, such a classic. The stream and WoW got up to chapter 7 of 14. Oh, very nice, dude. That's awesome. GG's also on finishing Watch Dogs Legion today. I was kind of like checking on your broadcast earlier. Also really good that you didn't fail the challenge once, did you? Hey Veroni, welcome in. Bike is fine.
I'm offering to chase the smell. Someone has been here recently. Someone who does not fear demons.
This quest reminds you of the Valhalla World event where you find the stinky archer and have to clear his house of manure. Yeah. Or fish saw jars in London where if you break one, Ava vomits immediately. Yeah, like the absolute disgusting stench. Could say that is there's a pattern.
These mummies are sound, not the cause of the smell.
Or you know, when you have to deliver the snake eggs to a woman, it ends up like producing the most massive, fart ever.
Someone has been here recently. Someone who does not fear demons. What in the name of the gods is that foulness? I should trace it to its source. Mummies. They are rotted. This is a crime against the dead.
Yikes.
Here. The flesh has decayed, but the wrappings are still intact. If the wrappings are sound, the fault lies in the embalming. Fear of demons kept the crime from being discovered. I will pay the mummification temple a visit.
Oh yeah.
Move!
Get out of my way! Watch out! Move! Hurry! Here!
A very sad rot whatsoever.
Guarding of temples was once a sacred duty entrusted to the Magi. Now, it falls to no one.
Legion was good, no challenge rule fails at all, so that was a great outcome. Oh yeah, dude, that's really, really good that you managed to do that. Play for the entire game like that. I have to say, like, watching you play Legion again a little bit, you know, definitely brought me the mood to also play it eventually again. I'm not gonna do it as part of this year's playthrough, but I feel like next year I'm probably gonna revisit that game. Maybe do like another Watch Dogs series run or something.
We're innocent.
I actually wonder how like a stealth challenge would be like on Legion. And yeah, that's no worries whatsoever for the shoutout.
Peace be on you. May Osiris shield your loved one's journey.
I do not need your services. I'm here to inspect the temple.
You are no priest. In whose name do you dare profane our grounds?
In the High Priest's name. Prove this by messenger if you wish.
Ah, yes. Poor Bashiremta. The curse weighs heavy on us all. I have had 2 embalmers run off since it began. Only untrained laborers are free to take their place. Such course, fellows. I hope to discharge them soon.
I look forward to meeting them.
I need to stand this close in order to see what you are doing. Have you found what you are looking for yet?
The god saves me. I am he who comes forth as one who breaks through the door.
Is this where bodies are delivered?
Yes. This is the gate to the Ibu, the place of purification. The dead are brought here by their families. Then we wash them with tears wept by the gods at the death of Osiris. Or maybe just water. Hard to say.
The mummies would not be tampered with so early in the process. This man is likely innocent.
This guy with a high precision Garifo.
Here's the tomb of
Even the priests are saying it.
Motionless, motionless like Osiris. Motionless, his limbs like Osiris.
Indeed. Yeah, the amount of times Osiris has been mentioned today is actually insane. But it makes sense, right? Because Osiris is often like connected with death and rebirth and stuff. And that's been like a very much of a focus in the story and the missions we've been doing. Also with the hyena earlier and with her praying to Osiris to resurrect her child. And yeah, Memphis, of course, you know, being the place where a lot of mummification happened as well, of course. Used to wear Osiris skate shoes, basically the same thing. Basically the same thing.
What do you...
Yes, I know. You want to learn what I do here. I wash the bodies of the dead. It's a job. Been doing it for 10 years now. There's little to say about it, really.
A man of my own nature. He bears watching, though.
Is your curiosity satisfied?
Not yet.
Be quicker. You disturb our work and the dead's rest.
Yeah, I'm sure I do.
I would not want to make an enemy of you.
I have no enemies, and no secrets either. This is just how you get rid of the brain, a useless organ. Next, I will open up the flank and take out the liver, stomach, lungs, and intestines. They are the first parts of the body to rot.
Fascinating.
We never get visitors here. Come see us anytime.
A friendly
wonder
face
why.
can hide guilt. Yet, I do not suspect him.
Wondering why he doesn't get any visitors.
Is this salt you are working with?
Not salt. Natron. It dries out the body, and it fries my hands to shit. I have got burns all over. Although, they have been better lately.
Has the natron changed somehow?
The texture has been a little off. Powdery. They must be getting it from a new supplier. If you want to talk natron, Menopback is the expert.
If natron is used to dry the bodies, there may be something wrong with the natron. I should speak to the worker out back.
Yeah, we had to use like so much natron for the mummification. But it was also, of course, something that could be used in so many different ways, right? It's also cool that you actually get to see the natron mines as well, and where all of it is kind of like coming from.
These bodies are dried with natron?
Who might you be?
A temple inspector.
Right. About time you got here. Memphis has been stinking of rot for months.
I suspect a problem with the natron. Where does it come from?
Not far from here. Guarded by good men near the canal. Watch out for crocodiles.
And lizards.
Did you say lizard?
It means something to you.
I've heard it whispered in taverns. Rumors only.
If you have nothing of substance to offer, I will be leaving.
Wait. I can tell you this. Our natron is tainted. It is mixed with sand. Go to the warehouse just north of the Great Temple. The gods be with you.
So the mummies rotted due to the tainted natron. Let's see what is in this warehouse he mentions.
It's kind of cool how Vi kind of like casually throws him the lizard just to kind of like see a reaction. Kind of like interrogate him a little bit, you know. And it did work. The verse Rod, take your time. Did we discuss why they mess with a natron? You don't remember the point of it? Yeah, we're about to find out why they've been messing with it. In basically the next part of the mission here.
Here is the warehouse. I need to be careful.
Hey there, Grumpy. Welcome in. Anyone remember how precise Garrett was in the last playthrough? Yeah, I do know, because I still have a command from last year when I made the one for the citizen counter in Unity. And we had 72 last year.
Only the guilty aim to disgrace the innocent.
May the gods be kind!
Salt is cheap. There must be more than gold to your crime.
Gold had nothing to do with it. A priest in a blue sash brought my orders. He did this to me. He threatened to do the same to my daughter. I brought foulness on this city, only to protect her. I swear it! Please!
Help me, and I will end this.
Here! I kept it! Take it!
I'll send this writer to the Devourer.
The seal of Anubis. A priest sabotaged the Natron. The letter mentions a bandit cave. I will go clear out this viper's nest once and for all.
It's a bit tricky, kind of like spotting guards through like caves and stuff, because I don't really know where any of their positioning might be. So I can't really scout ahead here with Senno.
Memphis is dead. We'll sleep peacefully now.
Oh yeah, that works. But yeah, so essentially the reason they mixed sand into the natron was that the priest with a blue scarf, you know, forced the guy to do so. And we do know that Tepi the lizard was a guy, you know, wearing a blue scarf. So he was the one to remove the nose of the dude and force him to mix sand into there. So the mummies would be spoiled, and it all would look like as part of a curse that's befallen Memphis, essentially. So all of this was like part of a reason that, or part of a plan of a lizard to cast a curse on Memphis, or to make it look like that's happening. Yeah, so that's why Aura. It's also why he poisoned the temple food to make the god Hathor, the bow, fall sick, I guess. He also poisoned the wife of Pasharamta, so she would miscarry her babies and stuff. So yeah, he did like lots of poisoning and spoiling in order to make it seem like there's a curse in Memphis. But it's funny because you're more excited ever more for the Star Wars Outlaws game than Mirage. Stuff in the Star Wars game, narrative choices, planet open worlds, cool looking alien pets, the rebellious rogue main character, showcasing the criminal underbelly of the universe, so much fun stuff. Yeah, that looked quite interesting actually. I'm not like super big on Star Wars myself, but it did, you know, definitely intrigue me with the gameplay and also how it looked like. I have to say, after the recent kind of like Mirage reveals, I'm a bit more hopeful again for Mirage, to be honest. Because the city layout actually looks really good, and I'm also enjoying kind of like the focus they clearly have on stealth and stuff. I'm not expecting it, of course, to be like anything revolutionary parkour-wise, but I think already having like a good city layout is like worth a lot. And I mean, it's also not like all of the AC games had like a super deep parkour system either, right? Like, even looking at games like AC3 was still quite basic, I guess, where you often just press forward in high profile to navigate through the trees or whatever. So I feel like a layout can actually be just as important sometimes as like the mechanics. But yeah, that being said, I don't expect it to be offering a lot of death or anything. But I do like how the city feels and looks like, and the focus they set on like stealth again, which already is like super different to the past 3 games that focus like a lot more on combat, big boss battles and stuff. Chases on speeder bikes, flying a spaceship in space as well, and a water system like Red Dead Redemption. Yeah, that's gonna be a wild combo. I did Aura. Yeah, that's kind of like the introduction quest line to Memphis, pretty much. And that's also the review afterwards that the food is getting poisoned, essentially. But that's like the first quest you do in Memphis. Rodfo's aspects of Mirage are definitely good, and the scenes with the other hidden ones. You love the music, and the chase sequence after the assassination was awesome. But like classic AC. I still think the Ego companion is pointless with traditional Ego Vision returning. Yeah, me too. I feel like it's definitely getting shoved into every game, it seems, you know. Which really is unnecessary, I have to say. Yeah, exactly, you know, like, if you have Ego Vision, like coming back like the classic one, then you don't need the new one anymore, really.
Missing weapons. It's all anyone will talk about. But no one has found them, Bayek. Not until today, because you will. You take whatever you need. The circle of life in the desert.
But just a bit far away. Let's actually sell some stuff here. I haven't done it the entire playthrough, I don't think. I remember the first time I did the quest, you were so freaked out. I don't blame you. I was the same, like having to fight that huge snake. But you would most likely not use it past the forced tutorial part. Fair enough, yeah. It's also a good thing, you know, that a lot of the mechanics are not entirely forced on you. It's always like a choice, I guess. Which is also why in Syndicate I tend to not use rope launcher too much, if I can avoid it. Just to immerse myself kind of like further into the game. I mostly only use it if there's like no alternative or if it's like a short distance. Hey there, Silent Assassin. You just installed this last night? Hell yeah. Did you already start your playthrough as well? Hey there, Carbon. Welcome in. It's going good, thank you, dude. Yeah, we just arrived in Memphis not too long ago. Kinda like exploring the city. How are you today, Carbon? Yeah, me too, mostly Ember. In this playthrough I'm gonna sell more stuff. I'm even gonna sell the unique items and legendary items I would be using for stealth pretty much. Because I want to make sure that I can open up enough hacker chests to get like really good stealth items out of that selection. And then I'm just gonna keep the best stuff and upgrade that, I think. That's kind of like the game plan here. Anything like light bows and warrior bows I'm not too interested in because I don't really plan on playing much combat, of course. Yeah, definitely getting a bit of money now. On level 28 we're gonna do some hacker chest openings, I think. Alright. Let's also sell some unnecessary items. Alrighty. Yeah, I wanna do the Reda quest actually and follow on that. It's like all the way over in Siva for some reason. And yeah, it's going good, Grumpy. Thank you for asking. Wie geht es dir heute? The best weapon origins? It really depends, I guess, what you're looking for. Because it kind of depends, for example, if you're like more of a stealth person or if you're more of a warrior person, like combat type. But in general, it's difficult to kind of give a definitive answer because a lot of the items are really good for different situations. So you will find like plenty of good and really great weapons. I would say it's, I can't really give you an answer there because it's like really also dependent on the type that you enjoy playing, I guess. But I mean, yeah, if you're looking like at the best sword potentially, like only looking what's like in the store, which you can get out of the hacker chest, I guess. I mean, honestly, damage-wise, the swordfish might be one of the best. Ironically speaking. Because it is cursed. And that means you deal more damage for having like a lower health locked. But I would say the Hercules Deities is definitely one of the better ones because it gives you health on hit with a high critical hit rate. Which is always a really good combo, like critical hits with health on hit to be able to sustain yourself. But if you're just like looking at raw damage, then the curse weapons are the best because they will give you more damage than anything else on the level, at the cost of having like less, you know, health available to you.
Whoa.
Yeah, I tend not to use the curse weapons because I don't like having so little health, like even for things that aren't even in combat, right? It also means you can't take as much fall damage. And sometimes I like to kind of like take a bit of impact to get somewhere with parkour. So that's something that actually ended up annoying me quite a bit, that you would take like enough damage to kill you from fall damage more easily. Psycho Swordfish Run when? Good question, I would bear suit. Next year guaranteed. Or just like a New Game Plus YOLO run. Swordfish Bath Tower combo.
Reda spoke of.
Another game prints. Amazing. Oh, we have two of them. Because banned by Odyssey meant any animal was a death sentence. Why do bears do so much damage and why can't I tame them? Yeah, that's a good question. What does the fish run? Alexius slapping people with a fish? Yeah, that would be something. And maybe they didn't include Malacca for historic accuracy reasons. Which is why you hear it so much in the, Peloponnesian War. Not like it's a word that originated from the medieval times or anything.
Was he who had brought down the curse upon Memphis?
Many thought the same. It is no mark against you.
By chance, I spoke to a priest of Anubis at the temple one day when I went to give worship. He whispered darkly into my ear about Pasherempta, hinted at abomination of the rites and other terrible things.
The temple must be as thick with plots and jealousies as the court.
Yeah.
Exactly, Aura. You know?
Move now!
Watch out!
I mean, how can mythology not be historically accurate? Right. Makes perfect sense. I feel like in general, whoever you choose in Odyssey, it's definitely not the brightest character.
Whoa.
By any mean. But I feel like the writers also weren't the brightest, to be fair. So kind of like reflects in the characters. And Memphis has definitely provided us with lots of high precision garrus so far.
Medjay! Medjay! Come here! Would you accept me as a traveling companion? I will take a new title. How about Tutmose the Fearsome?
I travel alone.
Of course. Have you heard about the palace? Crocodiles swarm its halls. Terrible. So many deaths. I am hired to slaughter the beasts, but someone is pouring blood into the water to frenzy them.
And you want my help?
Yes, yes. You will shrug off a crocodile's jaws as most men would a gnat's. Kill crocodiles near the palace and I will award you half my fee. What do you say, Medjay?
I am good at killing crocodiles.
I knew I could count on you. Medjay the mighty, Medjay the majestic, Medjay the... Never mind. There is a hidden cave near the city's northern limit. Meet me there tonight. Wait. Cave rhymes with brave. Missed that one.
The gods love a generous soul.
I can take his boat. Amazing.
On second thought, Tutmose the Fearsome isn't quite right. How about Tutmose the Ferocious? Better, yes?
Forgive me.
One day, I met an all-powerful Medjay who kept the crocodiles away. Wait, do those rhyme? You have an easy life, yes? Go from place to place, see the world.
I would not call it easy. I will return it later.
One day, I met an all-powerful Medjay who kept the crocodiles away. Wait, do those rhyme?
Amazing. Finished with Brasida's quest in Hades last night and you forgot how stupid it is. Yeah. I wasn't a big fan of Hades and how they handled like the afterlife, you know, just like throwing together characters of like the supposed first Sith with like characters from Cassandra's time that have died, you know. Like all of it is just like pointless really because it's like based on the first civilization memory from like 75,000 years ago. Yet you have like people from the Peloponnesian War era in there that make up like most of the plot. Just, yeah, it's just ridiculously not thought out. This voice actor Rod, yeah. A legend in his own right. Yeah, this guy's definitely chosen the wrong profession. Instead of crocodile hunter, he should definitely be more of a poet. Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of that either aura, to be honest. And again, I wasn't a big fan of most of the Atlantis DLC.
Neck! The crocodile god himself would cause less chaos. They are far more aggressive than usual. pile of dead crocodiles should be high enough to place Tutmose. Pile... crocodile... Ah! Oh no! He's rubbing off on me.
Like with the rhymes. Or he attacked someone who attacked him and pushed aside a woman who stood in between, but she was pregnant unbeknownst to Brasidas, and she Chove apparently caused to her lose the baby, so therefore Brasidas broke his oath. Yeah. I mean, it's war, you know, like, bad stuff happens. No matter what side you're fighting on. And, yeah, especially if it was, like, unbeknownst to him. You know. But your favorite Odyssey quest is the one where there's a past lover that never gets mentioned until that quest, which doesn't have any relation to the main story, anything related to the main story, yet was so important. Yeah, that was so stupid with like the friend back from Kefalonia or something. Absolutely hated the quest. But you know, I know exactly which one you're talking about, even though I haven't played it for like a couple of years at least. Hey there, Butterfingers, welcome in. It's going very good, thank you. Yeah, we're about to wrap it up for today very soon, but it's been a good stream. Well, apart from a disconnect earlier, but that stuff can happen, I guess. But yeah, how are you doing today? You have to go down here, right? See to find like an entrance. Like this one. Yeah, that's the one, Aura, one of the lost tales of Greece. I gotcha, Butterfingers. Yeah, for me it was the first issue I had in a long time with the Twitch server today. It seems like the Berlin, Germany server just went completely offline for a while. So I had to switch to another one.
Magi! Oh, I am struck dumb with fear by what I see before me.
The palace grounds are choked with Sobek's dead.
Did you see? In the pool, human body parts used to lure the crocodiles. Oh, what horror!
But why?
Oh, who knows why evildoers do evil? I came just in time to see two people loading bodies onto boats and riding away.
I will put a stop to this mischief.
Of course you will. And as your loyal companion, I will point you toward the mischief makers. One went toward the palace, and the other was headed for the mummification temple. Here is half my pay, as promised. I will meet you back at my boat.
Damn, 750
You have an easy life. Yes, go from place to place, see the world.
I would not call it easy.
This guy's actually giving us more money than the super rich guy out of Alexandria. For way less too.
She is dumping body parts into the river to attract the crocodiles.
What a naked ear did. Yeah, this game has so many good quests, Butterfingers. Origins still ranks as like one of my absolute favorite AC games too. Of the quality of the writing and voice acting and just like the game as a whole. I really out of arrows and stuff. Alrighty, one down. You thought you loved Brotherhood, which you started to over last night, but you love the free game style this one has. Yeah, that's fair too. Yeah, both are definitely great games in their own regard, I guess, but this game is definitely much more open world for you to explore, I guess. But yeah, no worries. You have a good one. Thank you for dropping by and for joining us, and I hope work is going well.
One of the scum responsible for the crocodile attacks.
This is a service contract for the services of Chuyu and Tianfa, known as the Twins. The Twins contract to spread death and chaos in the vicinity of the Palace of Aprius. They will do so by any means available and will keep silent about those means.
A letter? For me?
For me? Payments of 57,000 drachmes in silver will be affected by the lizard half in advance. Damn, 57. It's more than I ever had in this playthrough.
Phylak's children will be more peaceful now.
Yeah, I wish I had that much money. Imagine we could find the 57,000 drachmi, or at least half of it somewhere stored. But I guess I already spent that money. There we go. Level 28. Oh yeah. So that means I'm actually gonna go ahead and buy some hacker chests for the first time in this playthrough. Because, yeah, we have a bit of money on the side. And we can see we can get some good items for our level, maybe. I'm gonna stop once I get like some useful items, I guess. But yeah, we will maybe open up like about 10 or so. So I guess we have to see what we get out of them. Any plans on when I'm going to hunt down the Phylake? So I usually do it whenever I get in level range of them. So once I'm like below 2 levels of one of them, then I start actively seeking them out and hunting them. I think so far we had 4 of the Phylakes killed so far. Like the one in Memphis we already killed earlier. The next one would be the next one. I guess Ra's Mercy, because I already killed the level 28 one. So I guess now that I reach level 28 I could actively seek him out, but I'm gonna wait until I get into the area of Fayoum, I guess. So it might be a bit over leveled for this one, to be honest. I feel like once I get on level 30 I wanna fight him though, so I can actually use the weapon that I'm getting out of it. Otherwise if it's like under leveled then we can't use it that good anymore. And Rod, thank you for choosing the Gracious Attire outfit. I will actually go ahead and refund you points after the stream, since I will be calling it quite soon. But until then, we can definitely go ahead and let's play this one. Thank you for choosing it, Rod. I actually quite like the colors on this one and the clothing.
I should be cautious around here.
Yeah, the clothing physics are actually really good in this game, I have to say. It does look like Mirages maybe even use the same ones.
Clear the way!
So let's make it daytime so we can have a better look at this outfit. Oh, that of course is like one of the only legendary items I've already gotten. And the light bow. Which means for combat, quite good. For stealth, not so much. Okay, another shield. Scepter? I actually haven't used the scepters yet much, so I could probably replace one of my weapons with this one. Oh, hell yeah. Actually got a pretty good shield this time. With sleep on block. And this one is also from the store, I think. So you can only get this through the hacker chest for free, I guess. So it's quite a rare drop right there. Now we're talking. Okay. Got a legendary hunter bow with on fire. And hunter bows are really good for stealth because you have lots of arrows and they are usually enough damage to headshot people. If you have your bracer somewhat upgraded, so this is really good actually. I think I'm actually gonna quality for the hacker chest because we got some really good drops and there's no reason to test our luck further. Got enough good items to have for our level. I'm gonna replace my hunter bow with one on our level. And the predator bow is still enough to one-shot most here, so we're good there. Let's use the scepter. And the sickest sword. Oh yeah. Was actually quite good drops there, all things considered. Got like 3 legendary items, I think, and like 12,000 investment or so.
Watch out! Coming through!
Or about 15, I guess. Please use the scepter. Yeah, the scepter can be really nice sometimes.
What is it now? Stop right at me!
Most bows aren't really stealthy. Yeah, they really aren't. Unless you can kind of like couple it with jumping down in slow motion and then doing enough hits to kill them in the moment they get to detect you. And it would still count as stealthy in my challenge, but yeah, otherwise in like regular non-slow motion mode it wouldn't work anymore. Yeah, they use quite a few animations from Origins actually. With the Q animations. One thing I can really appreciate about Valhalla is just the diversity and like the amount of new animations they had for taking down enemies. Yeah, I think that's probably the most hated animation in Valhalla Aura. Because whenever I see people complaining about animations taking too long in Valhalla, that's usually one to get mentioned. Yeah guys, so this is gonna be what I would call it today for Assassin's Creed Origins. But yeah, we made some great progress actually. We finished the hyena storyline. We also got, of course, to Memphis to finish off a lizard. So next is actually the crocodile as our main target at least. And then we have a second major branch of the Order decimated. Which means very soon we're getting closer to the Fayum Oasis. But yeah, let's see. Is there like anything that I would like to do before? I feel like level-wise it's definitely the way to go. But yeah, so next time we're gonna essentially work on Memphis first of all, because we have still quite a few missions left here. And then we're making our way slowly by going through the Saqqara Nome to the Fayum and to the next major target. So yeah, that's the plan for next time on Friday. Tomorrow we go back to playing some casual games again. We're gonna be continuing with Band Hero and potentially try to finish that game off. It all depends, of course, on my kind of like stamina, because on expert difficulty some songs can be quite concentration dragging, to say the least. So depending how long I can do with that game, we might actually finish that off tomorrow. And then I might also revisit the other Game Boy game we started yesterday. Kind of like the puzzle-based one. So yeah, that's a plan for tomorrow. But on Friday we will get back to Origins and yeah, continue here in Memphis. But yeah, overall we're progressing quite nicely because a lot of the area we haven't discovered yet actually don't have that many missions. Like the deserts over here, they're mostly just exploration areas. So once you finish with the Fayum Oasis area in Memphis, the next major areas will be Heraklion, and then of course Kyrenaica. I also have to think about when I actually will take on Kyrenaica, because I want to do it before I get there for the main story, I think. Just so I can focus really on the main story flow once we get there. But yeah, I will take some time off stream to plan that out. And I'll probably also off stream farm some more materials and stuff, so we can upgrade the hidden blade and also the braces further. But yeah, for now, let's go ahead and quit the desktop, and then we're gonna have a look to see who's online and who we can raid today. Or it's funny for the first few times when it gets old. Yeah, definitely get that with some of the animations, you know. It can be a bit tiresome after a while. Grumpy, have I or anyone here played Hellblade? I sure have, yeah. Yeah, I played Hellblade 3 times now, I think. 3 or 4 times. And I absolutely love it. It was actually my favorite game the year it came out, or the year that I played it at least. And yeah, I'm actually quite stoked to see the second game too, and how they advance with that. Have you played it, Grumpy? No worries, Aura, thank you for being here. Thank you to Leo, and everyone who was in here today. I'm in the best to catch you next time. Thank you also for joining us. Thanks for mission success, Harbinger, and for being here too. And yeah, no worries, Rod. Thanks also again so much for the raid earlier. You have a good one too, Deck. Thank you for being here as well. Yeah, hopefully Grumpy. I mean, I would expect Hellblade not to be that expensive, I reckon, nowadays. So hopefully you can find it for a good price. Oh yeah, Rod, I think I've actually seen that, was it on like the Xbox game showcase? I think it was. Looked interesting, you know, having like a cutscene. I was really like going really into the voices that Phylake Senua again. Kind of like how they advance the visuals, you know. It's looking like even more trippier nowadays. And I think the actress is really looking like she's delivering yet another amazing performance. I gotcha, Grumpy. I can highly recommend that game. Yeah, they really were Rod, you know. And I reckon, I mean, I'm not sure if the actress is doing again, like if she's working again on like the facial animations and like the way the cutscenes kind of like focused on her face and stuff. It wouldn't surprise me if she did kind of like revise her role both as an actress and working on that aspect of the game too. But yeah, I'm looking really forward to that one. Not sure if I played on release, but I definitely watch anyone on Twitch who will be streaming it from a community. But yeah, let's have a look who's online and who we can raid today. Okay, I think we're raiding somebody from Carnage's and Hackers community. And that is Hasenau. We're currently playing some Forspoken. Rod, do you think it will be a timed Xbox exclusive? So that means you won't be able to stream it on the Xbox. Yeah, that might definitely be the case, you know, considering kind of like Microsoft also being behind the production, I think, of the game, perhaps. Or if they're gonna be the publisher or something, I'm not sure. But definitely assume that it won't be available on PlayStation right away, at least. Okay guys, let's go ahead and start the raid here. If you would like to join us for the raid, as always, we have some raid emotes you can copy and paste if you like. And yeah, I will see everyone again tomorrow for some Bend Hero. So until then, I hope you have a great rest of your day. And I will catch you all in the next one. No worries, Grumpy. Thank you for being here for the stream, and I will catch you next time. Yeah, definitely understandable, Rod, you know, since that's an issue that's only kind of like on the streaming side of things, not on your side. But hey, at least you will be able to stream it, even to play it, even if you can't stream it, I guess. So you might be so able to enjoy it if it also gets on Game Pass or something. But yeah guys, we're about to raid out, so I catch you over at Hasenau's. And until next time, take care.